Hello.
Headbug first in the chat. Pest got there second.
True first.
V-Dub is out today due to Civil War. It's been a wild weekend for me, Danny. I have not been online. Apparently, I've missed a lot.
It's Civil War. See, who would have guessed that the UK would go into Civil War before we did? You know, I thought it was over for us, but I guess I guess they're going down first.
Woo. I am very shocked by that. Well, no, I'm not. You know what? We might be the ones who industrialized this game, but England's been doing it since the dawn of time, man. So I'm surprised they've been out of war for as long as they have been, you know? Just out here pissing everybody off.
That's right. So are we going to accept any refugees from there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. I hear that maybe they might be some good refugees. Just don't send us your criminals, your murderers, your grape eaters, if you know what I'm saying. We're only 3 minutes in. I can't say the words, but these are the kind of folks that England's sending over here, folks. We can't allow it. America
Not the finest, okay? But
V-Dub Kang, what
greetings from the battlefield. We've got feet on the ground at the riots in UK.
Oh, let's go, dude. We're Hassan today. We've got our on the ground reporting, dude. Fuck you, Piers Morgan. Oops. I didn't get it past 3 minutes.
Okay, well, hey, since you already said it, before I get into our actual opener, because we do have one, but you already brought this up, so I figure let's just get into it. Piers Morgan, he had Andy Signore on for that fucking what the fuck is that stupid baby reindeer, or what is it? Or do you know what I'm talking about?
I know about a baby shark that says "do" a lot, but I don't know much about baby reindeer.
I don't even know what they were talking about. Okay, I didn't even bother reading up on what they were actually speaking on in the clip. All I saw, Andy Signore on Piers Morgan, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Like, how do they get this guy? I get it, like, he's trying to be relevant and he's getting like Hassan and Destiny and these streamers on or whatever. But Andy Signore, the guy that fucking has jerk off tapes online, the guy that was accused of sexual assault by multiple women in the last company that he ran, that guy is the guy you're having on, Piers?
Zoink, Scoob. What are we doing here?
It says, I'm kind of shocked how much you are defending her. Andy Signore thinks that Fiona Harvey's peddled lies has helped Richard Gadd in the baby reindeer. Do you know what this is, baby reindeer? There's like a Netflix show and everything about it. I don't even know what
kind of cult, dude. Sounds like something that the rich would talk about for 2 weeks at the end of July amongst a bunch of tall trees. I don't know. It's weird. First it was owls, now it's reindeer. What the fuck are we doing?
I have no idea, but just seeing this picture is like this. I don't even know who this guy on the left is. This is just this guy even looks like a professional, you know, he's got like a button up shirt and a coat on, a jacket on or whatever. Then you got Piers in the middle, and then you got that fucking idiot, dude.
You got fucking discount Tommy C.
Discount Tommy C. I was gonna say discount 8-bit Eric. Is he?
Is that a discount? How do you even get? You can't. From what I hear, you can't really you can't slice much off of that offering there. You can't discount 8-bit Eric much further, and he's already discounted.
Well, see, 8-bit Eric has sent his dick pics to a lot of women online, but he swears that one wasn't him. But Andy Signore made sure that his face was front and center in all the dick pic videos that he sent. No mistaking that those are him.
Damn. Weird, dude. I will never know what will possess a grown man to film himself doing that. You know,
And
I don't
just
get it.
that face he makes when he's J-O-ing, dude. It's just
Especially
like
when I don't know. Especially when you look like the tech expert in the heist movie. Like, when you look like just the guy who sits in the chair. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not confident enough to just start, do like what the fuck? What kind of level? I want some of the confidence, if I'm being honest. Oh my
you
god!
want
No,
you
I
want
don't. No, I don't.
confidence like
No, I
that?
don't. Take it back.
You want confidence like this, Kevin?
Oh no!
Oh man.
Oh, he matches his shirt. Look at the face. He matches.
It's a sad day for the Simpsons and the Ghostbusters right here.
Oh, he's like, busting makes me feel good.
Oh, that's so much fun. We'll get right into Andy Signor's world, the Popcorn Planet world, dude. The movies and comics and TV shows world, okay? I've got one for you right at the top, Kev.
Ooh.
Check this one out. I saw so are you familiar with Watch Mojo? Have you fell victim to a Watch Mojo top 10 list?
Yeah. I'm in my post Watch Mojo era, right? That was something.
No
They've been
more.
around for years, dude. Right? Like after you get exposed to them, you're like, okay, some of these are cool, and then it's just like the same thing over and over again. I'm not into it, but I know it. I know it exists. I am hip.
Did you know that they have a Twitter where they try to be based and funny and hilarious with the memes?
Ooh, man. I did not, and it sounds like I am missing out on some gold because there's nothing like describing something as trying to be funny. That just sells it right there. Like that's a one sentence short story right there. It tells me everything I need to know.
So the Marvel fandom be like hysterical laughing Homelander at Deadpool dancing to, what was it, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, whichever one of those fuckers it was.
Yep. I think it was insane.
Okay, so Homelander loves that one, but actually Homelander is shocked to see, well, who was that? Megan the Stallion, I think, and She-Hulk twerking. Marvel fandom be like, did you watch She-Hulk?
I did, yes, unfortunately.
So did you cringe at the twerk?
Not at that. That was the least of my concerns with this show. When they had a robot named Kevin.
Oh,
honestly, I didn't. First of all, I hate another Kevin being introduced into the lexicon. I've got enough demons to fight. All right. We don't need a fictional robot Kevin added to the list. All right. The gauntlet's deep enough. And then they had like the whole final episode just sucked. They introduced, spoiler alert, I think they introduced Hulk's son out of fucking nowhere.
Hell yeah.
Anybody who's mad about the fourth wall stuff, not only you just don't know the source material, I guess, because like Deadpool was not the only one doing this. This is very comic accurate to a sense that she also broke the fourth wall. Might have even done it first, if memory serves. I think she might have been doing that before Deadpool. Who wouldn't you know it? Rob Liefeld did not come up with that idea originally. Who would have thought? Wow. Holy shit. We're just breaking news here. But no, I did not have issues with that. This was one of the moments I thought I saw a bunch of people overreact, and I was like, I don't know. But it continued to get worse. At a certain point, I was like, yeah, this show is trash. I hope they don't have a season 2. But no, I did not care so much about this.
You want to hear my based and crazy take here on this? Both scenes could just fuck off for me, honestly. Like I've never even I've never seen She-Hulk, so I can't really say that for that. But like just seeing this frame, I'm like, don't do it. Just don't do that. And the same thing with the Deadpool. I mean, like it was whatever. I mean, I didn't like. I will say when it starts and he's dancing to the song or whatever, it's like I wasn't immediately out of it and like, oh, this is so cringe. Like I wasn't offended. But certainly it's like I do roll my eyes, right? I roll my eyes. I'm like, okay, I know this, another one of these, I feel like it's played out at this point. The whole like, let's get a nostalgic song and have our characters be goofy to it. They've done it like 100 times. Marvel themselves have done it like 100 times. So I could leave both scenes. How about that? Fuck them both. Just stop doing this thing over and over again.
Yeah, I will say the Deadpool part, it pulled me out of it slightly when they would cut to the clips of him just doing the dance. It's one thing when he was fighting to the beat and like doing Deadpool things, that's what he does. But when it would cut to and he'd just be doing the actual in sync dance moves, I was like, all right, we're laying it on real thick to start, huh? Okay. But again, unlike those irate Christians who left 30 minutes or whatever into the movie because they apparently didn't watch the first two. I knew what I was coming to see. So I feel like if you go into Deadpool and you don't expect to see stuff like that, just save your money.
Yeah, no, definitely, certainly. I don't know. Did we talk about? No, I hadn't seen Deadpool by the time we did our last show. So is it too early to say what our favorite cameo was?
Oh no, I think, dude, I've spoiled this thing 4 different times online, so I think we're good. Spoiler alert.
What was your favorite cameo?
My favorite cameo, you guys won't be surprised to see this, was actually Gambit. That is a personal favorite character of mine growing up, and to see him do that goofy accent, that Creole accent that no one could ever understand, and knowing the behind the scenes of like how hard they tried to make that movie, and then they make references even to it when he's like, or maybe really wanted a adventure but never got to have one, or whatever it was that he said. Like, he has a line that references the fact that he never got to make that movie.
Yeah, and they say something like talk about their alternate universes if you have one, or whatever, if you have a universe. But the accent was hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. And the costume wasn't as bad. That was always one I had just kind of figured in a cinematic universe they'd kind of do what they did in Wolverine Origins when they had that the dude from Supernatural play Gambit, but he was just kind of like a dude in a trench coat, if I remember. Like, he didn't have like I was blown away to see that they would do a comic accurate Gambit costume, even though it did look a little stiff. Jennifer Garner looks smashed. Let's go.
Well, clearly Kangalope's favorite cameo was Jennifer Garner as Elektra. Man, talk about a shitty movie though. Oh my god, even that Daredevil, the Daredevil with Ben Affleck is shit. That's an ass movie. Oh my god.
What up, John?
The pole vault dick violation. We'll get there, buddy.
Hey, if you're gonna lose, I mean, that's how to lose on the world stage, ain't it? Like, oh, we'll sorry, get there, buddy. Sorry. That's like a Frank Reynolds moment. Oh, sorry. I dropped my Magnum condom for my monster dong. Yeah.
Oh, that clip. Okay. But Headbug says Blade. Yeah. And I have to admit, Blade was my favorite fucking cameo. I mean, I loved those fucking movies. The 3 Blade movies, even the 3rd one was shit, but still loved to watch it. And I think that's where, like, I bet Ryan Reynolds for this movie was like, oh, we got to see if we can get Wesley Snipes, because he's got that connection, right? Probably because of
they hated each other. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So it's like a bonding, though. It's like
so Wesley Snipes is known for 2 things. One is not paying the government its due. Yep. 2 is being a method actor of sorts. And so I guess he was just throughout the movie just sitting there brooding behind the scenes, saying weird stuff like, the world you live in is just a sugar-coated topping. And then meanwhile, young Ryan Reynolds over here, probably fresh off of Van Wilder, was like, I've always wanted to play Deadpool. And this seems like a merc with a mouth, wouldn't you know it? And he's just out here being Ryan Reynolds and pissing Wesley Snipes off every step of the way. It is my understanding that they did not get along well when they filmed that movie, which is why it was kind of cool that they were able to all these years later. But it is like that movie, as much as it sucked, because Danny, I was a huge Blade fan too. Blade 2 is my favorite. And Blade 3 was one I think I watched twice, and I was like, I'm done. I'm out. I'm done with this. But it did open that door to be like, oh, this guy could make a good Deadpool. So I loved that Wesley Snipes came back, was as crazy as ever, said his random motherfuckers ice skate up. Like that was his whole thing. He just said shit that didn't make
I
sense.
loved it, dude.
Like, what do you mean the world you live in is a sugar-coated topping? What the fuck does that mean? That underneath there's a nice chocolate cake, maybe with some lava pudding? Like, what does that mean? Who's putting coated toppings over scary things, right? Like, what is that?
We
But
love
it was
Wesley
great.
Snipes, dude.
Yeah, he could have been
that-
a wrestler, dude. He just say what doesn't matter what he says. He just has the right energy. Like, oh yeah, I'm a badass.
His facial hair was cool too. He had like this black goatee, and then he just had the white tuft little thing here. I was like, ooh, man, you are fucking slick, dude. You are Blade. Let's go, baby. But yeah, Blade was definitely my favorite cameo. I mean, I love that guy. I hope let's do more Blade movies, baby. Let's do it.
If they can get anybody to direct it. That made that line even better because on the one hand, he's like, there'll only ever be the one Blade. And I think the joke was supposed to be like, yeah, right. We've had, what's his name, signed on to be Blade for 5 years, but you've had 12 different directors and they all leave. So he might actually be the only Blade by the time it's all done. Wesley may get the last laugh, just like he did with our government. I assume. I mean,
he's out of jail.
Man.
Yeah.
Get all that money? This was it. He's like, they're like, hey, we got a deal for you. You got to go be in a Deadpool movie. It'll pay off all your debts. That motherfucking Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, I love him, dude. I love him. I love all of them. Was Jennifer Garner the girl that was in Blade Trinity?
Wasn't she? I think so.
She? I can't remember or not. She was the lady that was in it, right? The daughter or whatever, right?
It was. I think so.
Weird.
I think you're right. Give me a Tarantino Blade movie. I don't know, man. You're gonna see a lot of vampire feet.
Oh, yeah. You really got to think about that one. Do you want to see Wesley Snipes cracked old fucking crusty feet up on a fucking car hanging out the car window or something?
It's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be great. We're gonna get Selma Hayek back. Okay, she still got it. All right, in her 50s. We're gonna recreate the Dust Till Dawn scene, except this time we're gonna give her like, you know how like vampires they had these fucking like extended claws, right? Like great coke thumbnails. You know what I'm saying? Great for cocaine, but we're gonna do that like on the toes. You know what I'm saying? Like she's gonna have these weird like vampire like pointy toes. And then she's just gonna pour a bunch of tequila down her leg and stick her foot in my mouth. Blade by Tarantino, the 11th film of Quentin Tarantino. Blade.
No, Tarantino's the vampire that Blade runs into that only sucks the blood from his victims' feet.
Kane corrected us. I guess we got our J's wrong.
It
was Jessica
Biel.
Biel.
Right. Because I was starting to think that it was really weird that they had all been in a movie together like that already. That's interesting. But yeah, that makes more sense. I'm
going to blame this one on the Mandela effect. I think pre
2014,
pre my tragic car accident that sent me hurtling into this universe. I believe it actually was Jennifer Garner where I came from. And then,
who went back in time and changed things?
Yeah, dude. First Sinbad, now this. Come on.
This is ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, one of my favorite news stories from the past week, not because I'm excited to see this guy again, but actually it is because I'm excited to see this guy again, because once he fucking boots up that stream and goes live, I know this dumbass is going to say something stupid. You know him. You love him, and it's only been a month since you've seen him. Dr. Disrespect, folks. He's back with a message. Do you get it?
Is the message that he doesn't know how to play chess? Because I would love to know how that rook got where it is.
Well, I mean, but not to mention that he has pieces from checkers on the other side. Listen, Doc, he might know how to play Call of Duty, bro, but clearly you got a lot of things going wrong in this pick.
Yeah, bro. First of all, second grade chess club, Kev, would have whooped your mustached ass in some chess, my guy. So let's not pretend like that's not also a children's game, you sick bastard. That's the joke here, right? Like he's playing chess and he mainly hangs out with children who only know how to play checkers at that point, right? That's what he's saying.
I was racking my brain to figure out what he was saying. I was hoping before we talked about this that he would have went live and explained what he was trying to say with this one, because it's really puzzling to me. Really puzzling. So, I mean, we already made all the obvious jokes, but yeah, when you really read into it, he's like, okay, I've been gone for a month. It's the first thing I'm going to post when I come back after admitting to inappropriate messages with minors. I'm going to post a picture of I'm playing chess and you're playing checkers, right? Right?
Come on, champs. You know, I'm out here playing a whole different game. We're playing 4D chess. They're playing Chinese checkers. Okay? yeah, champs. Yeah.
I mean, it also looks like the little checkers right there have like Bitcoin.
That's the move. Doc coin coming. Oh. He's like, well, I figure you fuckers that are still supporting me will do literally anything. So give me your money, champs. I'm cashing out.
You got some of these comments too. This guy says, I heard you a pedophile. I heard you like little boys and girls. And it's he says, little brainwashed woke boy putting out Dragon Ball Z graphics with Kendrick Lamar lines. Got me big time. It's like you described what he did and then said got me. Like, are you refuting anything of this statement? You're just like, yeah, that's what you did. Good one.
The 2-time Blockbuster Video Checkers champion.
That's right. I forgot about his credentials there. Or there's Alex Walks here. Did you at least increase the vertical leap and got a tan too? He says. So he's out here choking too, folks. Yeah.
Can't stop me. Doesn't matter how dangerous I am. I'm here to stay, champs. No, it's weird. Like people have been calling him out, and he'd be like that. The one that I really cracked up was when he said something along the lines of, "This won't solve your real problem, depression or whatever the fuck." It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here, you fucking texting diddler. What the fuck, dude? What ground do you think you have to stand on? Idiot. Dude, just an idiot. And take the fucking wig off, dude. Aren't you like 40 at this point?
Oh,
Jesus Christ! You gonna be in character your whole goddamn life? Wait, what's up, champs? I'm the 2-time.
This was his chance. He could have came back as like a different guy now. He could come back. Hey, it's just me now. Okay. I dropped the Dr. Diddley respect thing. Okay. It's just me. If you want to watch, you can watch, whatever, you know. I would have respected that more than this fucking bullshit. What fucking world are you living in? Respect, Dr. Disrespect. Like, I can imagine that he was messaged by a bunch of like red pill fuckwads, and they were like, hey, dude, don't let the internet cancel you. You know, the quartering's like,
I just say it, yeah.
I love you, Doc. Please don't leave. I'll be so sad if I don't get to see your streams anymore. Blah, blah, blah.
Doc, could I stay in your basement? My wife kicked me out again.
It's like he built up the confidence over the month of like, you know, red pilled fuckheads on Twitter glazing him. He built the confidence to be like, you know what, champs, we're just gonna lean right into it. Okay, fuck it.
Yeah. I'm the two. You know what? I'm gonna get caught a second time. So the 2-time joke means a whole new thing now.
He's like, you thought you caught me talking to minors, but I've been playing chess this whole time. Okay, that was just to fool you. While I'm over here.
I know Death Note is still fresh in my head, but this definitely feels like he's like, internet, I tricked you. I wanted you. It's like when Light admits he's maybe I am Kieran. I just forgot. It's like, what the fuck are you trying to pull, dude? You admitted to it. you admitted to it, moron. Yeah, just go away.
That was all part of his plan, baby. I'm admitting to talking to minors was all part of my plan.
Exactly. I wanted you to find out about that. But seriously, like the dude, he's still wearing a fucking snowsuit, overalls, or whatever the hell he's doing, and a wig. Meanwhile,
a bulletproof vest.
Yeah. He could just keep the wig on and wear a fucking white tee for the rest of his life and start every video with blank situation is crazy. and get 8 million fucking subscribers. Why didn't he just take Charlie's spot?
Hey, because Charlie didn't go nowhere, Kev. Okay, he didn't take an indefinite hiatus. That's what the haters say, bitch. Okay, he's back. He's just not on his podcast. Okay, chill the fuck out. Okay, he's not gonna let Nico kick him offline. How
are you gonna make your whole career dunking on people online, and the first time you get called out for a bad take, you just turn tail and run? Go clean your room, Charlie.
How do you get on a stream with Sneeko to begin with, motherfucker?
Why are we debating? Like, seriously, that there's something wrong with all of us. Why the fuck? Who cares if those two are debate? Like, what? The greatest minds of our fucking generation.
Yeah, right?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Those two of all people, too. Those two of all motherfuckers. Why anybody gave a fuck about them talking, I have no idea. Apparently, it was a big thing, though. Because everybody was fucking clipping that shit. I almost didn't even want to talk about the fucking dumb shit. I'm like, this is the stupid... I'm almost impressed every time that they come up with a dumber thing to like freak out and outrage about on Twitter. A dumber fucking thing. Like, oh my God.
When's our next debate?
Sneeko and Critical were seeing who could say the worst thing to get bitched at about online. Like they were taking turns just being stupid and getting clipped for it.
Yeah, dude.
Everything. God.
I'm scared. I did some I just took a couple of quizzes online just to try to get back some of my brain power after. And I only watch clips. I'm not watching that shit fucking live, but I still felt it. I could feel 2 minutes in and I could feel the drool start to come out the side of my mouth a little bit. It was bad.
So there you go, folks. Disrespect's back. Who knows what he does? Who knows what he does next? He's a wild card, baby. Okay. Whatever he does next, he's been planning for a long time. Okay. He's had it up his sleeve this entire time, folks. He's playing chess.
You're playing Call of Duty and I'm playing Fortnite, champs. Yeah.
No, he has his own game, remember? Whatever it is. Fucking Midnight Society champs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Buy my NFT.
Buy my shitty little NFT, champs. That's never been a scam before. Yeah. No.
All right. Well, we've got another one of my favorites to talk about this week, okay? We're going to catch up with an iconic Clout route character. But first... let's just get comfortable here, okay? We want to have fun. We're here to have fun, okay? We're here to have fun.
It is something that we must all take a step back and say, if they can indict a young boy at the time, now a young man, for simply defending himself when his life was...
Oh, this fucking goober.
...come after every single one of you.
Uh-oh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's get loud for Kyle Rittenhouse.
Danny, what is a gentleman? Is it like
ladies and gentlemen?
Is it like cinnamon? But in a gel form? Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, baby!
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Our luck, this is probably copyrighted. We're gonna get claimed for that bullshit. Oh, Kyle Rittenhouse is in the news, baby! Woo! Love to see it.
Jennerman.
Ladies and Caitlyn Jennerman. That's transphobic somehow.
Yeah. How dare you?
To Caitlyn Jenner of all people too. Caitlyn Jenner has been nothing but respectful and kind to everyone. How could I ever make a transphobic joke about her?
As long as they aren't on the road.
Buckle up, buckaroos. All right, so bucker up for this one, guys. We've got Kyle here. I actually found a tweet compiling the entire Rittenhouse story from this past week, okay?
Oh, yes.
These people it's interesting how irrelevant Kyle Rittenhouse is, but at the same time, like if something like this happens with one of these characters, like these dudes that previously were, you know, known for whatever reason, being a murderer or whatever, you know. Yeah, Kyle just puts out a little video and boom, dude, everybody, all these fucking right wing grifters, the quarterings, the fucking Ian Miles Chongs, they all come out and have something to say about fucking Kyle Rittenhouse. It's like, I thought we forgot about this guy, but I guess not.
No, they got to bring him in line, right? And he's like, hey,
listen, brother, you got it all wrong.
You're only allowed to speak your mind when it's anti-lib, brother. You can't be dividing the party.
So, are you a fan? Are you a fan of Ron Paul?
Oh God, you know, no, I'm not.
I thought and Kyle's politics might have aligned for a second. I was waiting for what you were gonna say.
I was gonna say, I think there were a couple of times in history where I might have fallen prey or just agreed with some of his dad's thoughts, right? Didn't he have a dad? Isn't he another Nepo baby? Wouldn't you know it?
Sure, probably.
Wouldn't you know it? Politics are also just reeking of nepotism. I am shocked.
I can't wait to vote for Hunter Biden.
Oh my God, dude. Wow. Well, I mean, hey, if we all get a little gift baggie out of it, maybe.
Yeah. Free fucking cocaine for every household.
Rock that vote.
I'll be rocking more than the vote if we do that. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here is I could fix Hunter Biden. That's right. Here is Kyle Rittenhouse. Hey, Kanga, can you fix Kyle Rittenhouse? Okay, maybe. You tell me after this.
Hi, I'm Kyle Rittenhouse, Outreach Director for Texas Gun Rights. A lot of people are upset that I said I'm going to be writing in Ron Paul for President of the United States. And that is true. I will be writing in Ron Paul. Unfortunately, Donald Trump had bad advisors making him bad on the Second Amendment, and that is my issue. If you cannot be completely uncompromisable on the Second Amendment, I will not vote for you, and I will write somebody else in. We need champions for the Second Amendment, or our rights will be eaten away and eroded each day. I support my decision, and I have no takebacks.
Or blinks, by the way.
My decision, and I have no takebacks. Keep that in mind, folks.
Kyle, blink twice if you've got a gun pointed at you right now.
Yeah,
you talk about like free cocaine.
Ron Paul's over here like, motherfucker, get on the mic now.
Somebody had a little toot before. I've never seen someone hold a gaze that long without little assistance, a little performance enhancement, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, right. But yeah, no takebacks, folks. Okay, he has announced his undying respect and devotion. Okay, so guy, wait, pull that back up. I'll read that one. Guy who got gun in the head changes his mind about gun. Who would have thunk it?
Wow. My God, Kyle.
So
look at you now.
Kyle did this disrespectful shit saying he just was gonna write in Ron Paul. He was gonna write in Ron Paul.
I'm gonna vote for who I want to. And ain't that just anti-American, brother? Can't be having any of that.
This is just tea. I'm not drunk yet. I'm slurring my words. It's just tea. But yeah, so since he came out with his support for Ron Paul, of course, Twitter was like, you fuck. How dare you? It's all a psyop. He's a she. Okay. This isn't going to be the first time that we're accusing someone of being the gender that they are not today.
Oh,
he's a she, dude. Yeah. Mind blown, right?
That they're just taking pictures of him like from when he was a kid and saying like, look at how feminine his face is. Is that what they're doing here?
They're like running his face through one of those like Snapchat baby filters and then photoshopping it onto other people's bodies, which is awesome. Honestly, it's very funny.
I am wow, dude. This is a whole new wrinkle to the internet that Kojima did not prepare me for.
I feel like this is you deserve a little something like this if you're gonna kill some people. At least, you at least get, if you don't go to jail, at least you get memed on Twitter, right?
Yeah, fuck. I mean, we've been memed for less. I think it's all fair, right?
Right, exactly. So yeah, there's he's a she, it's all a psyop. There's this one. Q told us symbolism will be their downfall. Q told us infiltration instead of invasion. I don't even get what this one is fucking going on. I mean, this one's got like see this shit.
I know this stuff, Danny.
This is the it's always sunny in front of the cork board fucking moment.
Yeah. It's always the Masons, even when it's these people are so dumb. I just gotta say it. It doesn't take long to research into these different groups and find out that while absolutely some of them may have their own agendas and they're probably not all in agreement for what's best for us poors, but it's weird. They'll be like you got Israel and then this group over here, and it's like, bro, you think that the highest ranking secret Catholics are working with the highest ranking secret Jewish people and they're in agreement on what to do? Like, can you chew gum while walking at the same time? Do you tie your shoe? Hey, look, nothing wrong with the Velcro shoe. All right. I love mowing my lawn in some Velcro shoes, but goddamn, what are we doing here?
I absolutely am certain that Kyle Rittenhouse has Velcro shoes.
Yeah, you're probably right. Do you want to build a snowman?
Kyle has such a baby face. Yeah. Well, here, listen to this baby face. He says, over the past 12 hours, I've had a series of productive conversations with members of the Trump's team. Interesting.
Yeah. Hire a tutor while you're at it.
Or
Grammarly. Grammarly's free. Shouts out, not sponsored.
Don't shame him, dude. He was only his mother was his only teacher.
maybe the Trump's team. Okay, he's like the Trump. That's what they call me now. I have too many children.
Yeah, just like the Ohio State University.
Yeah, so it's just a thing douchebags do. I get it. Hope.
You said it, not me. Let's see here, though. I've had a series of productive conversations with members of the Trump's team, and I am confident he will be the strong ally gun owners need to defend our Second Amendment rights. My comments made last night were ill-informed and unproductive. I'm 100% behind Donald Trump and encourage every gun owner to join me in helping send him back to the White House.
Now, I've got to be honest, Danny. I want to give some great analysis and feedback, but now I am stuck on the Trumps, and I've just got this nutty professor thing going on where we've got Donald Trump starring as all the members of his family.
Yeah, Ivanka, that's ridiculous. You're being ridiculous.
He's his daughter. He is acting as his daughter, and it's him.
Yes.
He's like, Ivanka, you're so hot, babe. And she's like, yeah, Dad, you are too. We love you.
You're the greatest.
We love you, Dad.
Aren't we all just the greatest businessmen ever? Yeah, it's the Clumps. But
the Clumps, but
for a new generation. Yeah.
Love that. No, I guarantee you, first off, Kyle is a developing young boy, so he's probably been reading and yada yada. And hey, he found a new guy to follow after, fucking Ron Paul, great. That's great for him. But honestly, he's probably a little worried after that bullet flew past Trump's head. He's like, dude, this guy's cracking down on guns. There's absolutely no way. In a normal world, you would think that a president that gets shot at by a gun and lives would be like, oh, maybe we've got some things to work on with the guns here. So, Kyle, being a reasonable guy, was like, well, there's no way that we're going to come this time next year. It don't matter. It's Trump or Kamala. They're going to be taking away my guns. I got to write in Ron Paul.
Without a doubt, dude. You got to get your militia ready. The Ron Paul and the Minutemen. That'll
That's
be great.
right, baby. Oh boy. So yeah, Kyle's been getting memed on, and they're all fighting, dude. It's a bunch of infighting. Speaking of another irrelevant Twitter head, okay. Look at this one. Cat turd.
Hey-o!
Bye forever, peace. I can stomach a lot of things, but backstabbing millions who supported you at your lowest point, then turning on Trump right after he got shot. I can't stomach it. Won't put up with it. Forgotten forever.
Your name is literally Cat Turd. Why would anyone care?
I'm having a little
Dang.
trouble taking this seriously. Cat turd.
I hope somehow they are able to come up with some sort of statue to enshrine some of the world's greatest tweets. Because at some point, you know, all of this will melt away.
Yeah.
And we won't have anything left. But hopefully what I imagine is a recreation of one of the great pyramids that just has tweets running down all four sides.
I like
just
that.
engraved into it.
Like the sphere thing that they have in what is it, Colorado or whatever, the giant sphere that they can put everything on.
Oh yeah.
A pyramid one when Elon moves to Texas and makes his new home base or whatever, he needs to have like, you know, he needs to get this kind of shit going on. X needs to have its own giant pyramid that just runs all of his tweets all day.
Yeah, they're gonna have to hire somebody else to build it. Otherwise, Elon's he's gonna triple the budget and it's gonna take him 8 years.
He's gonna be the first person to send a pyramid to space with his tweets on it.
It's very good for the culture of the universe. I think my ideas are very important, and yeah, it's very good.
And then last but not least on the Kyle Rittenhouse, okay. Cat turd left him, so that bridge is burnt. Breaking. Kyle Rittenhouse has lost over 20K followers this morning and is expected to lose north of 200K followers just today. He was 1,000% paid to endorse anyone other than Trump just 3 months before the election, and he puts this out. Nah, sellout. I just love how much shit they have in their mouth for this guy.
Wow, dude, the way they turn on their own, and it's almost, Danny, I think there's a word for what is happening to Kyle Rittenhouse right now, and it's very surprising to me. What is it? It starts with the same letter. I think it's like cancel culture. What is that? Which is so odd because I feel like that couldn't happen, right? There was no way that the anti-woke alt-right brother would ever go woke and try to cancel someone based on having an opinion that everybody else does not agree with. I for one am shocked. I'm shocked and appalled and hurt, and I kind of have a frog in my throat. So I'm gonna mute for a second.
Maybe you can help me. Who is that old school dude? And you said cancel culture, but I was thinking a different one. I was thinking karma was coming. And I was thinking, who is that guy that Kyle Rittenhouse looks a lot alike that sings that karma, 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 karma chameleon? Who is that?
You come and go. That would be George Michael.
Is it George Michael?
Well, he had a buddy. I don't know who else was in Wayne. Who else was in Wayne? Or was it Boy George?
Boy George.
Sometimes I get "Do you really want to hurt me?" confused with "And I'm never gonna dance again." God damn my throat.
Like, I feel like if Kyle grew out a beard a little bit, couldn't he? I mean, look at this. That's Kyle with makeup. Am I wrong or am I right?
Man. I don't know. Do you really want to hurt me like this, Danny? Do you really want to make me cry? Oh, not Boy George. I believe he's a national treasure over there across the pond. Did he get knighted? Is it Sir Boy George?
Sir Boy. Yeah, Sir Boy.
Is it? Let's go. Hell yeah.
Sir Boy George. God, they'll just knight anyone, won't they?
Yeah. you can play the piano.
Yeah, okay. So there's your Kyle Rittenhouse update. Hope you loved that. We've got some Olympics to get to, but before we get there, okay, to the fun Olympics and that lovely controversial thing. I don't even know.
A lot of
do we
intelligent
call it?
conversation being had about the Olympics.
Yeah, right. Before we get there, I wanted to check in on our buddy, Bill Maher, Kevin. Okay. It's been a while since we've looked at the old Club Random podcast and who they're having on there. And I had a clip cross my desk that I could not refuse. Okay. So we're going to watch a clip. But before we get there, I just wanted to check in on Club Random on YouTube. Okay. So I'm going to pull them up and we're going to look at some of his guests recently, see what he's been up to.
I'm hoping this is all building towards him finally installing the take a penis, leave a penis into the studio. He's been teasing that for years now.
It's a stall. You just go in and you can insert or just, you know, you move up close to it. It's like a wall with a hole in it and you move up real close. And if you have one, it yoinks it. And if you don't have one, it sticks it.
Make sure
stoinks it.
Stoinks it. Stonks. Just make sure you have them sharpen the guillotine blade. Trust me. You don't want to have to go through the line twice.
Oh, dear Lord. What have we gotten ourselves into? Okay. From Hucktois to Haley Welch. So we got Haley Welch on the show. Of course, he has Hucktois. I hate
I think he
it.
told her about the thing. He's like, I got this thing. You got very familiar with penis, right?
Yeah, you're spitting on dicks all the time. We need one of you back here to lube the place up so we can take and leave a little easier. Oh. But yeah, so Hucktois.
Damn, got him a bump on that one, though.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Damn, she brought him back to life.
Hell yeah, breathing life into this old coot. Malcolm McDowell, Army Hammer.
I was saying Malcolm McDowell is a goat, by the way, not
Army Hammer, the cannibal guy.
Hey, he's just a nepotism baby, right? He's from the baking soda company. Like he's just.
Are you sure it isn't cannibalism, baby?
I'm assuming he is the heir to the Arm and Hammer.
Oh, interesting. That's some good.
I can't imagine that's the fucking stage name he came up with. He was just like one day, man, I need a stage name, and he just opens his fridge and like, oh, how about Army Hammer?
Army Hammer.
That's coming from a guy who just spelled his own fucking name backwards. All right, you know, I'm not. I hear
what.
Big brained myself, but Jesus, Army Hammer.
What do you mean spell your name?
Who is this guy? Yeah, nothing.
What do you mean?
I didn't see anything here.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm going to move on from that one real quick.
Yeah, champs.
Penn Jillette.
The two-time Kev.
Fabio, Tony Hawk. Larry
GPT,
Wilmore.
Good.
He's got tons of good ones.
Just a podcast of Bill Maher talking to a Chat GPT. I would buy that.
We need to have him on. What was the Dudesy? He needs to go on Dudesy and just talk to the guy that they have, to the AI that they have write the whole fucking show.
As long as Will Sasso is there doing his Jesse Ventura, because you know I've been turning to Will a lot for help with my impression on old Jesse. They've been doing a bit where the Dudesy guy writes ads that Jesse Ventura has to read, and then whoever that other guy is, Will Sasso's and that fucking AI are carrying that whole podcast on their back. This dude, every time he's like, well, that doesn't sound like a good ad. That doesn't sound. It's like that's the fucking bit. I gotta explain your own bit to you on your fucking podcast. Just shut up and let Will do the funny guy stuff.
Damn, dude. I didn't know you had so much hate in your heart for co-host of the Dudesy podcast that I don't know his name.
Dude, exactly. Danny, if I'm that useless to you, I hope you fire me. Please. Don't let me suffer like that.
That's the thing that I can't. People know Danny and Kev. There's not anybody that comes for the Danny show and they're like, who's that other guy? I don't ever remember his name.
I don't know, dude. Huggy still can't tell which one's which.
That's just because the wires are crossed. He can't tell the difference. Oh, dear Lord. So, Hak Toi was on, okay? Hak Toi. Do the actual thing. There you go. I should just do that every time I say it instead of Hak Toi was on the show. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, he didn't even know we're live right now. He still thinks 10 a.m. is in a few hours. Oh, dear Lord. We love you, Huggy. Okay.
Sounds French. What up, Harles?
Okay, this is fucking creepy. 68-year-old Bill Maher wants 21-year-old Haley Welch to start a sex podcast on his network. She says she is so uncomfortable and nervously laughing the whole time, like me and Kevin are about to be. The entire interview comes off as predatory and grooming. No 21-year-old can be a sex expert. Bill, what are we doing over here, Bill? Are we gonna have to start looking into you, Bill? Who's in the closet, Bill?
Yeah, I'm less concerned with. I could care less whether she's an expert or not. I don't know if I agree with the Twitter's the tweeters take that you could, who knows, you could be fucking every day from the day you turn 20. You might be an expert by the time you turn 21. I don't know. I don't particularly care. And if I'm 68, I'm certainly not asking a fucking co-ed a college student to or whatever, a fucking former teacher to, hey, you come do a podcast. You made one joke. The fucking poor Bill and his vanilla ass sex life had never heard of somebody spitting on that thing before 2024, and he thinks that one revelation is enough to do a whole podcast around. Does he not know that Sex Talk with Sue used to run every night for how many goddamn
He's trying
years?
to mentor her, Kevin.
This is not needed. This is yeah, he's trying to groom her, Danny. He's trying to mentor her into being into his network so he can have her do take a penis, leave a penis stuff for free. It's disgusting. And honestly, this guy should just be in a home. I don't let my grandparents watch this man anymore. And honestly, I think he should be sitting right next to him in the nursing home. Sorry.
I'm just wondering
grandparents are in a nursing home.
I think there's a reckoning to be had with Bill Maher. I don't think he's innocent. Just the way he acts anymore. I used to be a real big fan, but the way he is now, I just think I'd be curious to see what's in Bill's closet. Okay. I'm surprised there hasn't been a woman yet to come out and been like, he fucking grabbed my ass the wrong way on Real Talk or whatever. But we'll wait for that day to happen, I guess, instead of speculating. But here, let's listen to a little bit of this. I think she even has her. Does she have her shoes off? Now I'm really uncomfortable. No, her shoes are on. Thank God. Please don't take your feet out in front of Bill Maher.
It's just a question.
I got it already.
I have lots of podcasts.
You need to do a podcast. You do it right here on Club Random. If you do it my way.
Oh.
Sex expert. And I'll tell you why.
Oh.
Wait.
So he says sex expert casually, and she immediately goes,
it's just talk.
She's like, get me out of this fucking. How old is this guy? Mr. Sex. He's talking to me about being a sex expert. Neither one of us know shit about sex right now. Okay. I'm 21. He's 68. He hasn't had sex in 21 years.
Dude, right? My God. I asked that to all my guests.
I love it too that he's a 68-year-old man with his fucking boozed up table and tissues beside him.
Oh, yeah. What
having
are the tissues there for?
Having her drink a high noon, like she's over here drinking a high noon too, getting plastered. Like, is this not uncomfortable at all? Is it not weird for a 68-year-old comedian to be getting smashed on his podcast with a 21-year-old Hak Toi girl? The girl talking about spitting on that thing, dick sucking, and he has her on the show to get drunk with him. I mean, like, you couldn't make it more obvious, Bill, you horn dog fuck.
Got to get that 8%, you know, a 5% White Claw. Just not gonna do it when it comes time to pitch the old take a penis, leave a penis.
Yeah, you know, when I saw Headbug's comment, there is KY jelly on that table somewhere, I thought she just said, there is KY jelly on that table.
Yeah, I took it as a nice. I was like, "Oh, are we doing a Where's Waldo thing?" And I spy. Okay.
There's Magnum condoms back there. I don't know why they're Magnum though. Who are you trying to fool, Bill?
Oh, sorry. Those are my producers. Sorry about that. We can swap them out though if you're interested. I agree with Harles. Why is everyone trying to get her to do sex stuff? Weird. It's like, dude, this whole thing is weird to me. I don't understand why people are trying so hard to make a star out of this one memed street interviewer. Like, good for her for being able to make as much money as I imagine. Like, most people who get memed don't get any of these opportunities. And it does just feel a little weird. It feels like there's a lot of Bill Maher's out there who are like, well, maybe if I give you an opportunity, you can come do a sex show on my podcast. You got to do it my way, though.
Yeah, you can do it my way, though. We can do it on Club Random here. Okay, I got a dungeon right back there with some tools if you want to see him.
I have never been so intimidated by someone who is actively smoking a blunt like that. You would think, Danny, honestly, I've never seen anybody point at somebody like that with the blunt in between their fingers. Like that's a real kingpin move, dude. But you would buy some stronger weed if you're still able to be that creepy and intimidating when you're blitzed. Then that's just who you are. It's just revealing your true nature.
Sleek says you got to do it my way, which is doggy style. Oh dear Lord, dude. But yeah, I don't know. Everything about this is fucking creepy. Oh, Harles had said, why is everyone trying to get her to do sex stuff? I can't remember if I brought it up on the show or not when it happened, but Harles had sent me weird, creepy messages from the quartering where he was doing this same bit. He was telling her on Twitter, like, hey, fucking hak toi girl, you should be doing OnlyFans or something because it's only going to last so long until you're fucking done. So you might as well just lean into it, baby girl.
I got an extra drain in my basement you can pee in if you want to hang out down here with me for a while.
We can film that. If
was that the offer? Like, oh yeah, we can put you on the quartering network. Like, what the fuck?
Wow,
like,
dude.
First of all, this chick is already more popular than the quartering off of one-liner. You know, like that'd be like us being like, oh hey, Haley, what's up? You wanna come on the Clout route? We'll, you know, this thing's gonna die on you. You better come with us. The star make. It's like, bro, she's already got more clout than you. What are you fucking talking about, dude?
I already tried. I reached out to her on Twitter. She did not. She ghosted me.
We're gonna do a wrestling podcast called "Let Me Hawk to Her." All right, only Sleek got that joke. That one's for you, bud.
No, I was gonna have her on our new podcast we're starting, Clout Route sex tips. Yeah, I wonder how quickly our subscriber count would fall if we started doing a sex advice from the two bald dudes.
Might as well have Kevin Smith on for that too.
And Bill. For that matter.
Two bald dudes and a guy from New Jersey tell you everything you need to know about sex.
All right, though. Here, let's hear him out. Okay, he'll explain to her how do we do besides doggy style. What is Bill's way?
My way. Sex expert, and I'll tell you why. Wait. I'll tell you why. Because
it's not weird. I promise.
I told you were given this chip. You were given the chip of fame. Now you want to trade that in for something that uses that, but takes it to the next level.
So essentially, he's like, you got this blowjob chip. Okay. Hollywood gave you a blowjob chip. And now it's time for you to go cash in on the blowjob chip. Okay. You got to next level it. Okay. So essentially, he's like, cash in the blowjob chip to me here at Club Random. And we can fuck in the back room, and then you'll have your own podcast.
Have you ever heard of Nancy Reagan? Okay, we could do the same thing with you, huh? You could be president. I mean, with the president.
Oh God, dude.
What a dude. Oh my.
Loving it.
I've got the absolute willies. Okay. These are not eagle bumps. Okay. I am creeped out right now.
The willies would be an appropriate thing to get from Bill. I'm assuming Bill's full name is William, so you would get the willies.
Oh, he does look like a wet willy, you know. Look at
He'd
that.
give you a wet willy. I bet he gave.
Ugh.
He's like, hey, you need a drink? Let me go back here and get some ice. Walks back there and he's like, oops.
Oh.
Sorry, that's just what I do. It's wet willies around here in Club Random. Random, right?
How random was that?
I went from Bill to Slick Will real quick, didn't I?
You want a shot of tequila?
You don't. Well, he doesn't ask you if you want a shot of tequila. He just hands it to you.
Limp Willie, more like. Yes, let's go.
You have to like trade on what you're already known for.
Right.
That's the one
Blow
thing you're
job.
known for.
Being
So
bald.
you could do a podcast for like, I don't know if there's anything from somebody that age with that point of view, but it couldn't be frivolous.
Yeah. I
But
wonder,
to
is
have a
there
very
anybody-
studious sex podcast. You can't. We don't want to take it too lightly. Okay.
He's
What
like-
is this? You're a moron, Bill.
He's surprised by this as he's explaining it. He's like, you know, at your age, there's no one that does a sex expert podcast at 21. That's just unheard of right now.
You
So you
know,
could be the first.
The college kids just aren't fucking enough these days. They need someone to teach them how to do it. Like, wait
could
till
be-
this guy finds out about the hub, dude. He's gonna realize everybody has all of this information already, just not him. It's gonna come out looking like Quagmire. My God.
The only way anybody's watching the Hawktois podcast on fucking Bill Maher's Club Random Network is if she does it from inside of a dryer bent over.
Jesus. Oh,
You just hear the echo, the reverberation from inside. She's like, and welcome to Sex Tips with
yeah, he's got like little traps, you know. He's got like glue traps in the couch in case she drops her phone down there. Oh, looks like you're stuck in the green room, huh? Gee, however will you get out? Like, God damn, call the cops. Is she still in the studio now? Does anyone know that she got out okay? Like, do we know for a fact that she's not still in that fucking basement? All right. Somebody look into that, please.
You have to take it seriously.
the Sex
Could you
Advice
do that?
podcast. Take it
Possibly.
seriously.
Talk about sex, but seriously serious issues, because there are a lot of really serious issues. I mean, you know, there's one that's related to what made you famous.
Yep.
We were
Blowjob?
witnessing,
What?
yeah,
What
Ryan
am I
says
gonna
we were
say? You have
witnessing
no
a
idea what
live
I'm gonna say.
groom.
I don't know. I don't know where this is going.
No one does.
I think Bill's about to say, like, back in my day, girls used to not suck dick, but now you're cued into the to what kids want these days. They just want you to spit on that thing.
He's like, none of the women who accept my money are willing to do that for me. So I need you to start a podcast to tell people that it's okay.
We need to remind people that it's fine to suck old dudes' dicks again, okay? That's what this podcast is all about, baby. Just telling people it's fine that Joe Biden is 60 or 70, whatever, being president, okay? That's fine. But that man needs his fucking dick sucked right now.
Not enough people are doing it, apparently. There's a shortage for Bill Maher. It's so sad. You hate to see it. You got to take this serious.
A shortage of young women wanting to suck elderly men's dicks, okay?
How did this guy, like, I guess that's where we're at. The Club Random thing has to be all completely self-funded, because now, like, we're not only are we witnessing a live grooming, as Ryan said, but we're also getting an insight into how little Bill Maher actually understands about any of this. What about what made her famous would make anyone think that a seriously toned sex podcast where you talk about the issues should be hosted by the girl who literally said you got to hawk to a spit on that thing? And if she wasn't from the South, it wouldn't have even been funny. If she was,
she made a joke.
if she
She
had
made
an
a
Ohio
joke.
accent, nobody would even be fucking looking at it. Yeah, she made a joke and she sounded like she had that twang when she said it. Like, it was just a perfect storm of, it was just a moment. and you're like, oh well, we got to have you sit down. We're gonna have resident extra. We're gonna have some PhDs in there. We got to talk about. I'd see kids these days, they don't know how to cure gonorrhea. So I think you're the perfect spokesperson for that. What the fuck, you moron, Bill? Quit,
Well,
put the blunt down, guy.
Ryan said he did the same kind of thing with Bella Thorne. It was deeply disturbing. I mean, yeah, the take a penis, leave a penis moment was this same exact scenario where it was like him and a 20-year-old, and he's like, let's talk about dicks and blowjobs and stuff with this young girl while we're getting drunk and high. Not weird at all.
Yeah, you want to do you got to get on this business on me, the ground floor. At least she's not being asked to mutilate anybody.
Oh, and I'm kind of
I'm going to
nervous.
tell you where it's going.
I'm going to tell you
learned
where
that
it's going.
thing about spitting from porn.
Huh?
That's where that came. What? You did.
You learned that thing about spitting from porn.
This poor man, dude. We are learning way too much about Bill Maher's vanilla ass
This is
sex
weird.
life right now. What is going on?
He's like, there's no way you've ever. I'm sorry, Bill. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm out of touch now. Maybe the kids these days are just eating each other's asses and that's what they do. But I think I can put myself back to when I was in high school. And I'm sorry to be crass, but when I was a high schooler, I would have thought it was really cool if somebody would have fucking spit on that thing. Okay. Like, it's not like we never thought of fucking blowjobs at this. He's like, you heard of that from porno. It's like, what do you think teenagers are doing, dude? They go straight to anal? Like,
He doesn't know. He hasn't been one since the 1890s, Danny. He didn't know what a
Yeah,
teenager
right?
would do.
it's just so weird to me. He's such a fucking out of touch old fuck.
It is wild, dude. That is crazy. This is just gets grosser and grosser as it goes on, and I'm learning way too much about Bill Maher. You learned it from porn. I know you did. I know you did because my employees have been tracking all of your online movements. Like, what are you talking about, Bill? Creepy, dude. When do all the lights go out and he just starts cackling maniacally?
Yeah, right.
Maybe not directly, but trust me, like that, the idea of spitting, first of all, it's gross. It's not necessary. It never existed before porn.
Bro, you're talking
know
about
that? Do you
sticking a
realize
penis
that?
in
Yeah.
someone's
And
mouth
porn
and spitting is gross.
It's not benign. It is
What are we
not.
talking about?
And it is.
This is so weird. Why are we doing this? Are we doing a sex podcast? All right. This guy reminds me of Dwight Schrute, where he's like, did you do missionary? Did you do lady on top? You freak. I bet you did lady on top. And it's just like, bro, okay, I don't need Dwight Schrute explaining to this woman how people get ideas from porn. You know what? We got Blu-rays because of porn too, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not act like it ain't always good for humanity for people to take some ideas. I've said porn too much this episode. All right.
No,
anyway.
we're demonetized for sure after this.
Yeah.
It has warped the minds of the kids in your generation, especially the guys.
Yeah, they come up with some sick shit.
So it is good.
They're like,
I love
Bill has reached this point where he's like, kids these days are disturbed that they even think about sucking dick. I cannot.
and I want to learn
believe-
more about it.
I can't believe kids these days really want you to put that in their mouth and spit on it. Like, how unheard of and disturbing. Porn.
And they
is
post it
disturbing them
online?
Crazy.
That's disgusting. Where can I find this disgusting footage on the internet? I cannot.
I don't believe you,
unbelievable.
actually.
Can
I think
someone
you might have to
curate this
show
for me? What up, Ash? Great time. Picked a great time to join the show.
Yeah, great time.
Yes.
People are just
Yeah, no, I know they are. People are fucking sickos. And,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
She's laughing because like
Floats your
you're one
heart,
of them
but
right now.
whatever floats your work.
I got it.
Whatever floats your boat. Like, some weirdos like to have 21-year-olds on his podcast, getting them real drunk and high so I can take advantage of them afterwards. I wonder if he approached her with a contract after this episode. He's like, how many of those high noons did you have? She's like, we only had enough time for like 2.5 or whatever. He's like, perfect. Okay.
Sign this.
You're in a perfect state of mind right now. I got a proposal for you, baby. What's the minimum wage here in California again? I got it.
He seems like the kind of guy who has just a stack of NDAs in his green room that you have to sign before you leave. Like if LeBron James is at the same club you're in. I don't know what that's about. Weird.
Bill Maher isn't even a sexy old man. He might not be sexy, but what he lacks in sexy, he makes up for in horny as fuck.
He's like Master Roshi.
His nose was bleeding through that whole clip, dude. He's like wiping it up, like, oh my God, dude. All the blood is rushing to my head.
Oh, send me the link so I can also be outraged. I love it. Sleek and Ryan are like, yeah, send the link. Oh, I love it. We're all in on that. Bill Maher, why don't you take a seat? There we go.
Take a seat.
T-Cap Bingo, season 5. Be ready. It's going to take us a while to get there. Bill Maher is going to end up.
What's going to happen first? Is Chris Hansen going to get him to take a seat, or is Vitaly going to show up and beat the fuck out of him?
Dude, while you got Eminem and Akon saying, look back and watch me smack that, and they're just like slapping the shit out of them.
It is hilarious to see Vitaly do these pedo streams, and he's got Akon singing, smack that or whatever. Meanwhile, he was the guy that would like took the 18-year-old girl and like dry humped her so hard that she flew off stage and busted her head open or whatever. That guy is the guy that you're gonna have on the pedo chasing stream.
What? You mean people didn't forget about that, Danny?
Locked up. He was singing, "You're gonna be locked up for diddling kids." I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Akon, those of us who were teens in the 2000s, maybe early 2010s, we all knew this. Akon will collab with literally anyone.
Akon and Young Jeezy.
Trying to keep it sleazy.
All right, folks, we're at the halftime. That's where we're at. There's still more show. It's halftime, folks, so don't go away. But I've got a couple things to say. You can subscribe here to us. Hit that D on the subscribe button. You can also become a member here or on patreon.com/thecloutroute for $1 donation or a $5 donation. You get, first off, for $1, all of our content. And for $5, you get read off on a list every episode. You make the list, okay? You're part of the list. Maybe someday it might be a bad list to be a part of. But right now, it's a great list to be a part of. The Clout Route, baby. The list I'm speaking of is our shout out producers list. And before we get canceled, I just want to shout all of you people out as the people that keep this podcast pumping. Okay. Keep it flowing. Shout out producers are Pest, also first in the chat today. Kind of Cool Greg. I just saw that Kind of Funny got banned over there on Twitch or something. So I hope that's going well for them over there. Ryan, shouts out to Ryan in chat today. Unstoppable Jojo, Kia Cat, August Child, all over on patreon.com/thecloutroute. And then here on YouTube, we've got Headbug, Hash, VDub, all in chat. Renula, Harles Barkley, also in chat. Kangaloope, Baz, Adam Price, Teaching Turtles, Dingus McRibs, Emma Lamery. Shouts out to Emma, McMuffin, Steffi, and Advent. So thank you all for being champs. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, champs. We appreciate all of you. And if you're just here listening and watching the show, you don't got money to donate. Why would I give these two eggheads my money? That's fine too. We just appreciate that you're here. So leave us some comments in chat. Leave us some comments on the review. If you're watching us after we're live, make sure you like the stream. We love that. That helps out a lot. Like it up, baby. Thank you. Thank you. We still got a lot to talk about. The Olympics was a thing. And there's a lot going on there. What else do I have down here? We did the Bill Maher. I almost said Bob Maher, huh? Bob Marley. I wish I had a Bob Marley story. But Kevin, have you any thoughts on the RDJ back in the MCU? And would you like to maybe impart those thoughts on the fans here while I exit stage left for a second?
Ooh, it's time for a coffee break.
Oh, and don't forget to shout out all your channels too while you're at it.
Oh, that's right. I was going to forget that too. So thank you. But yes, coffee break. I think that's actually trademarked by Voidzilla. So don't sue me, pal. Shout out real quick to the other channels. As Danny mentioned, we've got Dweeb, where we have already talked at length about Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Dr. Doom, how we think that might look, how it's looked in previous comics, and whether or not we liked it. I'll get into some of my thoughts here on that in a second. You can also find me over on Bite Size Sports if that's your deal. We'll get a little sampling of that later on the Olympics. And yeah, Sleek, I'm looking forward to talking with you about SummerSlam. I have not actually gotten a chance to watch the whole thing yet. Little backstory for you folks. I am in the midst of the 48-hour film festival, and it is kicking my ass. So we'll see. I have barely been online for the last 2 days. So I'm learning some of this stuff as it's happening with all of you, but I do know some of what's been going down. But yeah, Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Dr. Doom. It hit me okay. Like at first, I'm going to use a wrestling term again. All right. I marked out for that. I popped for it. I was like, oh, cool. This is neat. And then it kind of sat with me. And I was like, oh, this is going to suck, huh? Like, this is not, I don't like this at all. I don't know. The fact that it's Robert Downey and the Russos coming back, it just, again, screams to me that the people who are in charge of producing these things don't really understand movies and what makes a movie good. And they just think, oh, these three guys did a good movie 12 years ago. Everything we've done besides Deadpool has kind of sucked for the last few years. Let's just let these guys fix it. They can fucking fix it. It's fine. No, this ain't it for me, Chief. So I'm not super jazzed about it, but I will remain. We'll call me cautiously pessimistic. Like I think it's gonna suck, but I gotta, maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. I'll be willing to watch it and let it confirm for me that it's gonna suck before I shit on it too hard.
Ryan says, Kevin, tell me if Dr. Doom will be a Tony Stark variant or Victor Von Doom. I kind of was wondering that, like, is it, because I know that there was like a comic storyline, right, where he's like infamous Iron Man or something like that, where he becomes Dr. Doom or some shape or form of that, but I don't know.
Yeah, Doom takes his mantle. I think that might be what the Ultimate Iron Man is. There's one we talked about on Dweeb where Victor Von Doom switches, like he gets his consciousness put into, it's like a Freaky Friday thing, right? He basically switches bodies with Tony Stark. So then I
want to see that.
The comic was all right. And now with that one, I don't know.
Freaky
I think
Friday
they're gonna do a variant
with Robert Downey Jr. and somebody, and they swap places and they're playing these characters. I that would be cool.
That would have been cool, but they can't do that because they cast both characters as Robert Downey Jr. So it would just be, and you know what? After The Boys and definitely after The Acolyte, I have seen enough of one actor playing two roles and having the room all to themselves. All right, let's take a break from that. Doesn't usually work out as well.
They're like cutting budget with this. That must be part of it, right? They're like, oh yeah, we could get him back and he could play two characters instead of one.
I in all fairness, I skipped the Marvels, so you're right there, Ryan. Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark. I think because of what they've done with the story and all the variants and the anchor beings, that I assume it's going to be a variant Tony Stark that at some point in the Civil War era, the Marvel Civil War era, not the one currently going on in England, he has that whole, we need to put a suit of armor around the earth. He signs the Sokovia Accords. Like, I just imagine this will be a Tony Stark that somehow, some way kind of stayed off that path and gets a little more, we got to do it my way. I'm the only one who can figure this out, and kind of becomes kind of a dictator. Yeah, exactly. You can be an Avenger, but you got to do it my way, or I got to take it serious. No jokes on the sex podcast, guys. We want to talk about the issues.
You know what I think they should do in this next Marvel movie? When he's Dr. Doom, he should be mentoring the Haktua girl to be the next, Iron Heart or whatever the fucking girl version of Iron Man is. That would be good, right?
There we go. Yeah, put her in. She'll
Right
be
itself.
no.
She'll
I mean,
sit
but
right on that thing, Tony.
you were very close, but I think she should become a sidekick to Hawkeye. I mean,
Oh, Hawkeye and Haktua. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, dear Lord. Or maybe she can join the Olympics. Think about that. Maybe is there an Olympic event for how far you can spit on that thing?
dude, at this rate, there will be. Give it a couple years.
With the way our sick minds work now these days, like Bill was saying, people our age, we've got sick minds. Here give it the next Olympics, and we'll be seeing how far a girl can spit on a dick. Or guy, I guess. We're not going to discriminate. There's not going to be any trans whatever arguments with the spit on that thing Olympic event, okay? Anybody can participate and spit on that thing.
Agreed.
Do women have better like physiology to spit than men? Do they have an advantage?
I don't know. Unlike everyone Danny and I went to high school with, I am not prepared to make scientific statements about shit I know nothing about.
Wait, you were awake during biology class or asleep?
Right? I'm like, listen here, fucker. I know you cheated off me in junior year, so I don't want to hear your opinion on the science of the matter. Idiot.
Oh. Anyways, the Olympics are going on or happened or whatever. I guess I don't really know if it's over or not. Yet, is it? Either way, who cares?
It's over. It was finished as soon as they did that. As soon as they angered the Christians with the opening ceremony. It's been over. It doesn't exist to me. We don't have an Olympics this year. First, we had the pandemic Olympics, and now this. Like, when are we ever going to get one again? Stupid France. This whole thing about me loving my French heritage has been a bit. We got out. Thank God we got out of that godless country.
You know what is crazy right now? Okay, the Olympics. I guess it must be the Olympics. Are copyright claiming that clip of the fat cock guy. The Twitter link that I
trademarked.
The Twitter link that I had for Fat Cock Man doing the pole vault was unavailable. They took it down or whatever. And then I just Twitter searched it real quick, Olympic pole vault or whatever. And half of these clips are this media is disabled in response to a report by the copyright owner.
You got to hawk to and trademark that thing.
Trademark that cock, baby. Wow, what the fuck? I can't even believe that. I'm almost like nervous to play it, but fuck it. Are they going to trademark us for the cock thing? Really? It's like 6 seconds. Should I be worried about the cock?
It's tough. I don't know. Should we do a dramatic reenactment?
I think we're good. Look. Boing, there, you get one.
Man, dude.
You get one and not even at full screen. I don't want them to get me, okay?
Somewhere one of the dudes that beat that guy had a moment, he's like, I knew when she left me because it was too small, I told her, you're gonna regret this someday. Look at me now, bronze medalist.
Yeah, how it is interesting for that guy, probably initial reaction when you pole vault and your cock flubs your whole jump up. He's like, fuck, man, like, oh, my Olympics are ruined. God damn it. Like, I fucked up or whatever. But then, he's sitting down for dinner that evening. And every Twitter clip is like, look at this guy's fat cock he just got disqualified for. It's like, I don't know. At that point, I'd be like, all right, I can take that. I can take an Olympic loss.
Yeah, and then or he sat there looking at that clip over and over again, and he found Bill Maher on his speed dial, and he said, "You still doing that leave a penis thing?" And then you got gross ass Bill Maher on the other side. I knew you'd come around, you son of a bitch. Tell me where to send the car.
Exactly. Oh, dear Lord, Hash. Juggalo Gathering already had an ass eating contest, right? Holy fuck. They had the ass eating contest. Bill Maher on Real Time is about to have the spit on that thing contest.
Dang, you know what? I take back everything I said about the Juggalos. Well, like 80% of it.
I mean, Fago practically tastes like ass already. So it's,
It's a whole new kind of moon mist. You know what I'm saying?
it's only a matter of where you're putting your lips up to, you know? Oh, dear Lord. How did this become a butts episode? We're talking about the Olympics.
We had to. The morning show hadn't had a poop and butt episode yet.
Oh,
So
right. Oh, dear Lord. So yeah, like not all of it is grim transphobia and disgusting freak shit. Like there's some memes like the fat cock guy or like these people. God, I hope that there's just not a bunch of copyright claimed clips that I'm about to try to pull up. The Olympics are on one. No, this is straight from the Olympics. Okay. The Olympic shooting sport stars we didn't know we needed. And I have to agree, these guys have become memes for striking their poses, but what a badass.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this looks like a dope character in some kind of cartoon.
Get this guy for the next
book,
Marvel.
something. Yeah. Look at
girl.
I love the glasses thing that they do where they all have like the eye covering. Well, not all of them, I should say. We've also got our resident stepdad shooter that steps up here.
Just the hand in the pocket. Not even like a one eye closed kind of thing, you know how they do? Like aim. No, he's just casual cocked.
She's like, God damn it, there's another gopher out in the yard. You know, I feel like this dude lives out in the country, you know. He just
professionals, okay. He's my kind of guy too. If he would have had that cigarette, dude, I'd be voting for him for president.
Well, I think that you might have to work through some loopholes on that.
Whatever. If Cenk can be president, some other Turkish guy can be president too.
He wasn't even born here, okay? He was born in Turkey. I understand that amendment. We love the Second Amendment. I love it.
And if he can't be president, he can always settle for being a Twitch streamer. I'll watch him. I love my Turkish Twitch streamers.
Finally one I can support on Twitch again.
Right?
Screenshot from the Matrix. And the second one is someone's Republican uncle's Tinder profile.
Right on. Oh, that's good. That's good shit. I mean, who knew the Olympics was full of memes, dude? I never would have guessed that we would get this much mileage out of an Olympic competition here, but there's even more. Did you see Snoop Horse?
Oh, damn, he's doing everything out there. They are really...
Yeah, we got him carrying the torch on the thumbnail, and then we got him what do they call it? He's a jockey.
Yeah.
Not a disc jockey.
Yeah, boom. Nice. Nice. We were right there at the same time.
Yeah, you know, and he loves it, dude. Look at him.
He's like in his Prince era in that moment, you know?
Right.
Like even that Snoop Dogg little symbol deal on his jacket.
Yeah. Look at him. Fucking yeah. That's a spicy meatball, okay? We're watching horses over here.
You know, he's like, who's rolling up? I need somebody to roll up.
Oh, that's what it is. He's signaling to the audience, like, where's my blunt?
Come on, somebody. I got gloves on. Somebody help me out here.
It's impossible to roll those damn things with gloves on, okay? How do these horse jockeys do it? How do you guys do this shit? Okay, who's rolling your blunts for you?
So I'm not supposed to spin the horses? What? Hang on.
You got somebody on staff for this shit? Oh dear Lord. So Snoop Dogg at the Olympics. I guess he's like an Olympic mascot, huh? It would make sense to me if it was all happening in America somewhere. that he would be like the guy. But they're in like France, right?
They are in France, but
Yeah.
maybe
So
they
why
were
the
just
fuck
like,
is he there?
bonjour, les Snoop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they called him up.
Comment allez-vous?
Yeah, that's all you. I don't know any of that. Jibber
Snoop is Barbie. I was like, what is Ash getting at? That's the, oh my God. I'm sure there are already plenty of Snoop Dogg action figures, but Jesus, yeah. If he hadn't figured out enough ways to make money, I'm sure that's coming soon too.
All right, so we've gotten past all of the fun memes and good stuff, and now we're getting into the nut jobs reacting on Twitter about everything, not just the boxing lady either. There's more stuff. They're outraged about everything. Everybody's mad about everything about the Olympics, okay? And all I had to say about it was, fuck it, dude. Why the fuck do it's almost like we gotta like people take sports and competition like this so seriously that they actually want to get the government to like tailor how everything works for everybody based on like sports shit. Who cares? I don't care about any of this fucking sports shit. None of it. I don't care if there is a lady that fucking transitions to a guy to play sports or whatever. Who cares? It's fucking sports. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. It's a fucking game that we're playing. Like, what the fuck, dude? People take this shit way too seriously.
Yeah,
In my opinion.
I do love me some sports, but even
I apologize, by the way, for my crudeness.
for that anti-sports rhetoric. I didn't know he was going to do all that. He invited me on to this regularly scheduled show.
This is my apology. I'm sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, I don't know. To some people, the Olympics are incredibly important, and I guess I understand that. Like, if you want to be a gymnast, like that's what else are you gonna do with that, right? Like, you're gonna go be a stunt person in movies. You're gonna go work at Cirque du Soleil. Like, you have options. Like, the circus isn't really a thing anymore. It's like, what the hell else are you gonna do other than go be in the Olympics?
Bill Maher begged to differ over there on Club Random.
You can be a sex expert on a Bill Maher podcast, but other than that, like, yeah, wow. I mean, you know those dance moves you learn. You know where you learn those, right? They didn't used to do the splits in gymnastics. Goddamn poor. But no, it's just the Olympics to me. I don't know. When I was a kid, I loved it, thought it was awesome. I enjoy watching it occasionally, but it's normally to be like, I want to watch curling. I want to watch that one sport I can only see once every 4 years. And, it's just a bunch of divorced dads slinging a rock on some ice. It's like that shit's kind of fun to me. But I don't know. It's a weird thing to take it to the idea that like it's in a different country. Yeah. There might be some different cultural things to to me, I thought that would be part of the coolest things that I remember being a child about the Olympics was usually the opening ceremony. They do something cool, but it would be in tune to like that country and what they got going on. So I don't know. Yeah. It's weird to me.
Well, France got Snoop Dogg.
A bunch of religious people shockingly mad that their religion, that is not the only religion in the world, wasn't specifically catered to. I for one am shocked. I can't believe that this group of people would ever act that way. But to each their own.
Yeah, we got religious people upset. Obviously, we got people that are transphobic that are very upset. I mean, I guess not even transphobic. It's like comes down to like you hate women too, apparently. But I don't know. I thought that like it was always a good sportsmanship, healthy competition kind of thing, and that anybody should be able to participate if you're good at it. Like, I don't even get the look, if there is a person that transitions a man into a woman and competes in women's sports and they let him, because they let her, whether she's trans or not, they let this person compete. So the Olympics already made the call. But I just think that, like, look, in football and basketball, there are tons of people that like are outliers. They had like fucking, what's the fucking tall, like Shaq is like fucking 7, what the fuck ever. Is it fair to everybody in basketball that this guy is fucking so tall and gets to play for this one team? and gets to be better, you know, naturally because he's huge. I just don't get it. It's like we love those kind of things. We love the Yao Mings, the Shaqs, the whatever. So if there's a fucking person that is jacked, a jacked woman that wins all the competitions, who fuck cares? Isn't that what we're here for? That's what you watch it all. That's what you want all the time everywhere else. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. And if you're really that transphobic and don't want to accept that this person wins the competitions or whatever, blah, 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 then whoever comes in second place can say, well, I'm actually the only real woman to rank. I'm number 2, but I'm the real woman here. So I'm actually number 1. And then go ahead. You can have that yourself if that's what you think. Nobody's going to none of your transphobic freaks are going to argue with you if you're like, I'm the real number 1 because that person's not a real woman. I've got a vagina and they don't, or whatever. Who cares? This is what I'm trying to get at.
Fair enough. And this one's interesting because on one hand we disagree, but on the other hand, this was still a mountain out of a molehill. When it comes to combat sports, I don't want to see a man box a woman. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see MMA, male versus female stuff. Not interested in seeing that. However, that is not. No, I mean in like Russia, but you expect stuff like that
right
over there. But it is my understanding, once again, not a scientist, just been looking at things that have been shown to me. Is my understanding this woman was born a female, has all the female body parts, just because of I guess we will call it a birth defect. I'm so sorry if I'm using inappropriate or hurtful terminology here. But what we are talking about is a biological woman who is a woman who has competed as a woman her entire life, who also, by the way, has lost 9 times
as a woman.
So it's not, it's, you know what? Let me trade in a little bit of transphobia for some good old fashioned nationalistic hatred. As a French person, let me just say, I'm not surprised the Italian punked out in 45 seconds and quit. That's the real story here. All right.
Oh,
Mamma mia, you broke my nose.
A little Italianophobia here. I see how it is.
Come on, you call yourself a boxer, dude? You think you're not gonna get your nose broken in boxing? That's why I don't do it. Okay, I can only breathe out of one nostril as it is.
So I mean, and I have to agree with you, like what you said. I guess I don't know if I came off differently than what I meant to express, but I certainly don't think that guys and girls should be just fighting each other in sports or whatever. It doesn't make sense for that to be the matchup for a woman and a man to be matched up in combat sports. Sure. But honestly, if that was if the Olympics made if they made a boxing event, let's say there was no boxing and they decided to add boxing, then they made the boxing event that it was co-ed and it was all genders or whatever that did it, and that's how they did it, and a woman could be the number 1 boxer or a man could be the number 1 boxer in the boxing Olympics. It didn't matter, whatever. If that's how they designed it for their stupid fucking Olympics competition that I don't give a fuck about, I don't care. None of it matters. They decided to have it so there's women competition and men competitions, and that's the way it goes. There's just sometimes that there's a fucking beefy woman with more testosterone or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, you ever seen Brock Lesnar's daughter? Dude, she's beating my ass 10 times out of 10.
Don't we want jacked, crazy, fucking beefy? I mean, that's what boxers become, right? The better ones are big, muscular, fit.
Whoa, Danny, you mean to tell me that a woman who has dedicated her entire life to a physical combat sport might have a muscular frame? Whoa, nuh-uh.
It is shocking, right? I mean, it's hard to believe.
Holy shit, dude, huh? It's almost like she's had 4 years to train for this thing or something. That's wild. Huh. Boy, it sure is a weird world we live in.
I'll read some of this just so it's not me and Kevin just talking or whatever. In Maine, I don't know how to say the last name, so I'm going to say Emaine, was born a woman from Algeria where being gay or transgender is a crime. She was cleared to fight at the Olympics by the International Olympic Committee. The amount of hate and transphobia she's facing is vile, baseless, and harmful to her life. She's a woman. This person says, one of the tweets that they screenshotted, today, Angela Carini, who's the Italian that bitched out in one hit, had her Olympic dreams shattered by Emain, a male boxer. And I saw people like Jake Paul was saying, like, the epitome of evil here. A man
Well, he would know.
hitting a woman or whatever. Yeah, right.
Jake Paul is the epitome of evil, but okay. Or no, it was Logan. Even worse somehow.
But this is because I don't watch the Olympics or anything. Okay. I don't watch any of this. I don't keep up with any of it, blah, blah, blah. So one day I'm seeing on Twitter, like, I can't believe I see like the JK Rowling posts. That's like, here, I'll just pull it up.
Oh God. Yeah. What's that brainiac have to say?
She's like, the typical, like, assuming that it's a man, first off, assuming she was a man, and then saying like, they don't get to be in sports, whatever here. Could any picture sum up our new men's rights movement better? The smirk of a male whose knows he's protected by a misogynist sporting establishment, enjoying the distress of a woman he's just punched in the head, and whose life ambition he's just shattered. Okay. So these are the kind of posts that I saw the first day, the day that it happened. And I just assumed in my dumb head that the woman here, Emain, was actually transgender. I assumed that after seeing posts like this. I didn't read into it anymore. I went to bed the night that all this was happening, and I thought, oh, it's one of these again. A man transitioned into a woman and got in this competition or whatever, and the transphobia is just natural. It just happens on Twitter. It's just a thing. So I kind of just rolled my eyes and I was like, whatever. They're just being transphobic. It is what it is. Then the next day when I got to work and we were like talking about stuff or whatever, and this got brought up, and everybody was like, oh yeah, and she's a woman anyway. It's like, the arguments don't make any sense. I was like, what? Yeah, she's a woman anyway. She's not even transgender or was formerly a man or whatever. I was like, wait, what? I was like, no way. Okay. I was stunned waking up in the morning after thinking this all day the day before, and then stunned the next day. Them telling me, oh, it's actually a woman. I was like, so you're telling me that J.K. Rowling and Logan Paul and Jake Paul and all these fucking freaks, which I'm not surprised anymore, honestly, but initially I kind of was. I was like, you told me all these fucking idiots say verbatim, it's a man, and make their piece about the situation, say it's a man because they think it's a man that's transitioned into a woman. It's a man. And I come to find out that it's actually a lady that just is muscular. I lost my fucking mind. I lost my mind.
It's kind of same. I mean, in our own personal circles, I'm watching fathers of daughters say this disgusting, stupid shit where I'm like, bro, I would never wish anything like that on you, but you know, God, what if it was you that had to deal with it? Would you be still saying all this horrible stuff about your own daughter? You sick fuck. And then again, also, we're talking about guys who it took them 3 tries to pass their driver's test, let alone high school. But yeah, please tell me more of your opinion on these worldly issues, dude. Social media, we should all have our phones taken away. If I'm being honest, like that, we don't deserve the internet.
I mean, as soon as I saw Jake Paul and Logan Paul say, I rolled my eyes. And then once I found out that it was actually a woman and not transgender person, I was like, that's when I made that tweet about fuck sports. I'm like, I was so infuriated. Like, you have brain damage, motherfucker. Okay. Why? I don't care what you have to say about any of it. Clearly you're fucked. Okay. You can't even determine you're making shit up at this point. Just blatantly just making it up. And then when it confronted about it, it's a oopsie. I'm spreading misinformation like everybody else on this website. That's what
never his fault, huh? It's weird.
That's what Logan said. I was
the
like,
crypto scam wasn't his fault. He just hired all those shitty people. That's not his fault that he hired a bunch of scammers to run his scam. No, it's everybody else. Oh, I got sucked into the wave of Twitter outrage. Man, just go away, Logan. Fucking go away.
Like all
Keep
these
threatening
people.
CoffeeZilla so you can get your cheeks clapped in court. Just go away, dude.
Like they thought after all this, because the narrative with this like Dr. Disrespect and the Ava Chris Tyson thing was like, you got to be immediate. You got to give your take on these terrible situations immediately. Immediately, right now. I need to hear what you have to say about it, or else you're complicit too. You're a criminal if you don't fucking make your statement online right now. And these motherfuckers, yeah, And these motherfuckers, you know, that's the narrative with that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm not even surprised that a Logan Paul, a Jake Paul go online and immediately just post what they think without even knowing anything about it. Just like, blah. Because yeah, that's what everybody expects these days. It's like, you're a piece of shit if you don't talk about it immediately the day it happens, because that means that you're somehow complicit. You're thinking that, oh, well, is it really that bad? I don't know if they're really. Some people just wait until they fucking know what actually happened before they talk about things. Wow.
What? I'm going to need more coffee to process that, Danny.
There's not enough coffee in the world to make these people fucking get it, bro. Like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. So Eric, our buddy from Internet Comment Etiquette.
Friend of the show.
Oh, he deleted it. No way. He had a controversial quote tweet where he was like, he quote tweets JK and he says like, does anybody even listen to anything this dumb bitch says about shit? He's like, I'm so tired of hearing this bitch talk. That's essentially all he said. He deleted his tweet though.
About Logan or?
No, about J.K. Rowling. And
oh, good. Because I was going to say it earlier. You know, first of all, most of what's great about her stories was kind of already out there in the magical world of magic. Luckily for me, I was fucking 9 years old when she was trotting that stuff out, so I didn't know any better. I read them all. I'm not watching those stupid movies though. But goddamn, lady, just shut the fuck up about stuff. You know,
go be rich in your castle. I don't care, dude. You got nobody cares anything that you have to say anymore at all. No
go
one.
Be George R.R. Martin and just do nothing. Like just go disappear and start a book that you'll never finish, and that would be great for me. Also, that fucking Hogwarts game sucked, dude. That game was so fucking bad. That like you could not have made a shitty. I'd rather fire up my PS2 and play Bully again than ever spend another fucking second at that shitty, dilapidated digital Hogwarts, dude. Give me my money back, you grifter.
You grifter door. Can I make that joke? Does anybody get my Harry Potter Gryffindor grifter joke?
You got a Hawk 2 and Hufflepuff on that thing.
Hawk 2 on that Hufflepuff. Yeah, baby. I love that. Oh dear Lord. So yeah, I mean, people are, but it's not even only, it can't just be the transphobia bullshit with that, right? Like people aren't just getting mad about that. Here we've got even more. What up, Benny Johnson? We love Benny Johnson, right? That fucking another fucking worthless piece of shit on Twitter. Benny and the Johnsons.
He does not have electric boots, so I'm good.
He says, fellow Christian, can you please join me in the complete and total boycott of the blasphemous, sickening, satanic occult ritual formerly known as the Olympics? Jesus will not be mocked. We are the majority. Let's demonstrate power. Do not tolerate darkness. Do not watch. Okay.
Oh, he said the thing. He said the part that they're not supposed to say out loud, Danny. You're not supposed to admit that you're the majority. You're supposed to talk about how oppressed you are all the time as Christians. You're not supposed to say that part, Danny. You got a little bit to your head there. I love this about these sects of Christianity. Not everyone does this. I understand that. But the idea that you believe it and therefore all the rest of us have to fucking believe it too. Great. Awesome. Cool. Don't give a shit.
Are you offended by this? Like, what's this have to do with, what is this? I don't even get how this is anything. Like, I get this, I guess.
That's hocus pocus, right?
That's like,
I could, Bette Midler?
Yeah. I could see how they're like, okay, this is referential, but still don't know how they're mad about it. But then you go to this one, it's like, what does this mean? Why did you post this, Benny? The lady has her, like, is this blasphemous in some sort of way?
Lady in the red dress, it's part of the occult, Danny.
Oh.
They're cannibals.
Satanic.
That's why her neck looks like a steak. When you look, it looks like you got the marble of a cut of meat.
Look what he says.
It's all there, folks. It's all right there. It's on the subtext. You gotta just know these things, okay?
Look what he
go
says.
out and face these scum.
Look what he says down here in the corner. 1 retweet equals 1 Christian soldier making a stand against satanic darkness in this world.
Dude, it's the line. They did the thing. It's the line from The Boys when Firecracker's like, would you rather admit that you're a worthless idiot online, or would you like to think you were part of some secret cabal crushing movement? Like, it's
yeah, we're the
oh
majority.
yeah, you gotta retweet. 1 retweet banishes us. What is this fucking It's a Wonderful Life? Look, Daddy, every time a bell rings, the angel gets its wings. Shut the fuck up, Benny.
One retweet.
Idiot.
And then this guy, I see this guy getting a lot of shit. Is this even this whole like Last Supper thing that they're trying to say that they're making fun of? And this fucking guy, isn't this another fucking religion? Isn't this guy like another god of some other fucking? Isn't this like the fucking drunk
Looks like Poseidon
god
to
of
me, dude.
Greek or something? The fucking my buddy played that Smite game where they have all the gods and shit. And this is like Bacchus, the drunk guy. This isn't even
Bacchus. I am Bacchus, god of wine.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's not even. This is it. Was this? What do they think it is? Jesus? They're mad that it's Papa Smurf, and they got him up here disrespecting Papa Smurf's name. Yeah, Dionysus.
The spirit cooking. There we go. Right? Yeah, it's some spirit cooking. That Lady Gaga on the back, you know, she's a Satanist.
It's Lizzo, dude. They got Lizzo up there.
What do you folks think a bad romance is, huh? It's not godly. A bad romance with the devil. She signed her soul away to the devil. Look at the golden bowl. It's right there from the Old Testament.
What the fuck, dude? How dare they? How dare they speak out against my Christian religion like this with a golden bowl?
It's subversive, Danny. They have to be subtle. That's why they built a 10-foot tall bronze statue of a bull. So that way they could be very subtle about these things. Infiltration, not obfuscation, or whatever the fuck that guy said. They're going to infiltrate you. They're going to do the Napoleon thing with their hand. We look out for you ever seen Sly Stallone do this?
No, I felt like I was morally obligated to bring up the religious referential thing there from Benny Johnson, because our executive producer Poland Spring would be very upset as a Christian to see all this imagery that the Olympics are depicting, all the satanic imagery, the golden bowl.
I heard these people all smell like sulfur. They're all demons.
You're right. You're actually right, Kevin. I have heard that these people smell like sulfur too. And that brings us right into our last Olympic clip, and my favorite personally. Trigger warning for those weak of stomach out there, especially right after your coffee. But my favorite clip, they made this guy fucking swim in a dirty river or something. That was my favorite moment. Okay, the moment when they get done swimming in the dirty lake and they puke on the sideline. So there's our Olympics, folks. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's always a little more romantic though when a French person pukes because of the accent. Just kind of rolls off the tongue a little easier. Belch.
Oh, but yeah, no, the Olympics were great. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing going on over there. I mean, there are other important things going on in the news, like the UK's civil war and Moist Criticals off the internet or whatever. Yeah, we love that.
Does that mean there's a new space open for a white t-shirt wearing guy who doesn't like to clean his room? Because
he's actually going nowhere. Okay.
Asmongold's been waiting. He's like, this is my fucking moment, dude. Dime store Charlie, no more.
He was really excited there for a second, wasn't he? He was like, damn, dude, quitting his podcast? Fuck yeah, baby. These guys are all going to tune in.
Have you idea how many people are going to watch me on accident thinking I'm Charlie?
Thank God I didn't clean my room yet.
When's my DoorDash getting here?
He needs to Asmongold needs to put one of those claw machines behind him like Charlie has in his shot or whatever, except it's just filled with his fast food trash. You can see where he's eaten this month. He fills it up in a tank.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I would actually like to see that. I would love to see a visual representation of that. And where's his cocaine stash? Because how are you eating nothing but processed food like that and still weigh 87 pounds?
You
know?
You sure? Maybe he's just on Ozempic.
Maybe he's got this, like, maybe he just does no upper body workouts like me, and he's just actually hiding a massive gut down here. And he just,
right, exactly.
he just looks scrawny, you know.
I think
I just keep tuck my arms in a little bit.
So yeah, that's the end of the show, folks. We're getting to the end here. We're gonna round it off by shouting out all you folks in the chat. But it has been a great one. I love getting mad about things on a Sunday morning.
Just like Shadow. What up, Shadow? What the fuck?
Shadow hit me with the OMG ... on my latest Ghetto Gastro Pop-Tart review.
I saw that. I mean,
I
I'm
still
glad
got one
to hear
left
the smell
for
is
for
better.
you.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I saved one for you. Don't worry, they're shelf stable. Those things don't go bad for like 5 years.
Oh, I bet that. Yeah, it's the new Twinkie.
So yeah, we'll have you try it when you get in studio. The thing that frustrates me the most about Ghetto Gastro shit, the peanut butter and jelly one stunk. That's problem. They got rid of that. They canceled it. No more peanut butter and jelly. Now they've got a new slate of them. The sweet potato one that I tried smelled good. But the core problem that I have with all of it is that they put one tart in the package. Each package is one tart, not two, like a traditional Pop-Tart. Like they're trying to be healthy or something. They're like, we're healthier by only giving you one. I just like, no, that just means that I feel guiltier when I go to open the second one that I was supposed to have in the package. Okay.
That is just what they call that, shrinkflation. Some bullshit. Dude.
Yeah, dude. Fuckers.
It's even getting the mom and pop shops around the nation now, huh? It's awful.
Even getting to Ghetto Gastro. How dare they? So Pest was first. But then we've got the true first with Headbug here. So shouts out to Pest and Headbug. V-Dub's dealing with Civil War right now, so he was in and out. Nice to see you, V-Dub.
Hope you got your power suit ready.
Kanga says, I loved Peggy the dog. Thoughts
That's
on Peggy
right.
the dog?
Greatest dog of all time. I legitimately thought that was a prop tongue. I thought there's no way that dog's tongue is as big as its whole head. And I was like, well, that's cool. When I was looking forward to, I was like, I'll look this up when I get back. Like, how the fuck did they keep that prosthetic tongue in that dog's mouth for all those? No, nope. That's just the way she goes.
Yeah. Right.
So I too love Peggy the dog. Can't wait for that spinoff. Honestly, Disney's going to need it. You're going to have a 3-episode miniseries of Dogpool.
Yeah. A cartoon series or something would be cool. They could do a little Deadpool dog series. I'd like that. You know, like Clifford the Big Red Dog, except Peggy the undead Deadpool dog. Right?
Yeah, they think we got something there.
I do feel this thing though, and tell me if you feel the same way. I love dogs. Dogs are my favorite animal, like that are around humans, I guess, at least. So I love dogs. You'll never hear any dog hate from me, but I have to admit that it feels like movies, media, television, anything these days, like panders to the whole like pet the dog thing. It's like everything has to do like a pet the dog situation. They make big deals about it on games anymore. It's like if there's a dog in the game and you can't pet it and make a good boy, you know, they get mad about it. If there's a dog in any kind of media these days, if you don't take the time to say like good boy or give it a treat or pet or hug or whatever, it's every movie. It's every movie. I know that everybody doesn't like dogs that much. Okay. I do personally, but do I think that everybody likes dogs that much? I think some people are grifting here.
I think it's because of that
outrageous.
great that great book, and the name of the author escapes me, and I can't quite see it right there, but it's that wonderful book called Save the Cat. That is a helpful screenwriting tool, I think. Because it's kind of an old trope. They used to do it in Westerns all the time, Danny. You really want to know that this bandit is worse than Clint Eastwood, who's kind of a murderer? Well, we're going to have this dude kick a dog for no reason. And then you know that's the asshole. So you got kick the dog, save the cat. Just sounds like they have turned it into pet the dog instead.
Yeah.
But
okay.
It's great. It's a great way to not have to invest in any actual storytelling and get people to root for your character. It's fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So we are kind of in agreement.
It's like a power tool, It's like,
yeah, you get one. That's a +1 in anything you put it in.
Yeah, exactly. Like a free space and TCAT bingo, baby.
Yeah, it is just like that. All right, so Headbug, Kanga, V-Dub, thank you at the top here. As we scroll along, Sleek the Geek, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you. Bite-sized Vikes in the chat here. Also saw Ryan here somewhere. Thank you, Ryan, for stopping by.
Fellow Hogwarts hater, thank you.
Mama Creepy was in chat. Thank you, Mama Creepy, for stopping by and saying hi. Harles Barkley, folks.
Shouts out.
Huck Twa sounds French. Huck Twa. So thank you, Harles. As we go along here, Hash was also in the chat. Nice to see you, Hash.
What up,
Roy in the chat. Very disappointed we don't have links to all of our stuff. Well, it's all in the description. So don't worry. We won't clutter your chat right now with links. Maybe we'll do that at some point, but not right now, because you can just go right in the description and get every link you want. How about that? Plus,
Stream Elements is kind of being a dick. On Dweeb, it's not following my very simple commands of posting every 10 minutes. And then this one I set up weeks ago and I never see it in here. So I don't know. I have no idea what Stream Elements is doing. Shout out to them. Maybe find a different solution for your stream management stuff. They're not giving me any money, so I'm certainly not going to shill out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's all in the description. So there we go. Thank you, Roy.
Shouts out to Shadow here too at the end. Nice to see Shadow. Thanks for your support on the old Ghetto Gastro shorts. But all right, folks. So it is Sunday in the morning show right here. Tuesday, we will not be live. Okay, folks. No 6 o'clock Tuesday show. It's my fault. Okay. Don't worry. It's my fault. I'm overbooked at work. I'm overbooked. I don't know, other things as well.
He's got a meeting with Bill Maher about a new show.
That's right. No, just some scheduling conflicts. So it's supposed to be Bunny and Badwick on Tuesday, but we ran into some issues. So we'll reschedule that. We won't be here on Tuesday, but I would say it's a good bet that we will be here with something else this week other than our live Tuesday show. So you'll get something from us, probably, maybe, more than likely, but no Tuesday show, folks. Okay. Sorry. Peace and love. We'll be back at least next Sunday, but I'm willing to bet we have something for you cooking before next week.
Always got something in the mix.
Mixing it up, baking it up, eating it up. We're eating on the Clout Rock podcast always.
That's cooking. I'm mixing it up in the mixing bowl, just so you know. That's what I'm doing right here.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
No, all right. Okay, and have a good show, guys. Have a good week. Goodbye.
All right. Catch you guys later. Peace.